Hi, it's Yadita, and you are now tuned in 9 times out of 10. You're listening to this video and this message on the YouTube channel, which is Yspan TV. And if by some chance I uploaded this video to Facebook or something like that, go ahead over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be using it a lot more often. So, if you notice, I still have on the same outfit. I'm going to do 2 videos in one day because I thought about something and I wanted to come back to talk to you and say to you that your identity and your worth is not based, it should not be based on exterior factors. What do I mean by that? I mean, it should not be based on your job, your position. It should not be based even on your marital status. None of that. It shouldn't even be based on how much money is in your bank account or the clothes that you have on. None of those things should be where your identity comes from. Your identity actually comes from God. And the reason I say this is because things happen in life. Sometimes life, oh my gosh, things just happen out of nowhere. Unexpected things. You gain some things, you lose some things. You find yourself sometimes on a mountaintop, and then it seems like maybe the next day you may find yourself in the valley, trying to figure out what to do next, almost as if somebody just yanked a rug from underneath you. Well, even in those moments, how you look at that situation, now listen. At first, it's probably going to get to you a little bit. But I want you to make a choice every single time to say, yeah, this hurts. Yes, this gets to me. Yes, I don't understand why that happened or anything like that. And then choose to say, okay, I felt that. Now, Lord, what are you saying about this situation, this affliction, the fact that I'm crying, right? Or I'm weeping. What are you saying about me? Am I still valuable? And then I want you to start to realize that, yes, you are. It's not on what you gain or what you lose. And you've got to get in your heart that I am made by the living God. As long as you know that you're made by Him, then you can always know that you're valuable. To think that God made me, He made you, Tina. Me? This woman right here who's imperfect? That God took time to actually bring my parents together. Both of them are deceased now, but to bring them both together so that I could be sitting here right now at this moment on this screen talking to you, to tell you not to base your worth on things. And some of you people, say, oh, you weren't even supposed to be born. It was a mistake, right? It wasn't a mistake. God already knew that you were going to be born. That there can be no mistakes if you're here because He knew you before you were in your mother's womb. So if God knew you before, then that's the most important thing. We thank God for our parents, but thank God for God. And so, see this crown here? I want you, if you can, if you're able, to get something that reminds you of your value and your worth. Now, I am a faith-based, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, I love God. I love Yeshua, Jesus Christ, the Messiah. I love Him because of all that He's done in my life. He didn't stop me from going through some of those tough moments. He just said, I'm going to be with you as you go through them. And I can literally say that I am thankful for having gone through those experiences because my faith is not where it was before. My love for God is even different. The wisdom that I gained wisdom. Oh my gosh. People say to me sometimes, like, when you go on like that, like, where'd you get that from? Are you reading from something? And I'm like, no. It's the grace, it's the wisdom of God. It's on the inside of me and it just comes out, right? It's the experience that has worked hope in my life. And so, who are you? This little crown, I received it. I was at an event called The Gathering and they gave us all a crown. What's your reminder? First of all, it should come from the Word of God. I thought I had my Bible sitting here. I usually do. It's got to come from there because let me tell you something about the Word. I see myself sometimes, it says it's sharper than any two-edged sword. So sometimes when the enemy comes after me, because he does too, oh, you're not this and you're not that. And I just grab the Word of God and I say that you're a lion. The Word of God says I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And it's just like I see myself just with that two-edged sword, cutting all those lies, just severing them. You have to do the same thing. So, this is my little crown. I had a big one before, but this is good enough. It's not this, it's the fact that I know that I am God's daughter. My name, Yedida, means God's beloved, God's darling, and it means friend. And I know that God named me. There's no other way it could have happened. And I'm glad that he did. So, who are you? Your identity doesn't come from people. It doesn't come from things. It comes from God. Talk to you next time. Now listen, go over to the website. I almost forgot to tell you. I caught myself. Go over to the website, and I'd like for you down at the bottom to subscribe, right? To go ahead and put your email address in there. I'm not going to spam you. I don't have time to do those things. I will send you some encouragement, though. And so I'll send you some words of encouragement, some words of hope. That is the gift that I have. And you know what? Why would I want to waste that? I don't want to waste the gift. And go on also and get the book, Don't Give Up. The audiobook is there. Yes, it's on Amazon. I also want you to get the audiobook so that when you're laying there, you're sitting there sometimes, or you just need a moment, that book is going to encourage you. You know why it's really going to encourage you? Because it's showing you the life of an imperfect person. It's showing you the life of a person who went through some tough things, bullied in my childhood, molested as a child, all of that stuff, but that I don't even feel the pain from it because I gave it to God and he healed my broken heart. And I want him to do that for you, a woman who was duped, regretfully got involved with a con artist, didn't even know, broke my heart right back then. Oh my gosh. But I wrote it so that when I would meet the woman or the man who also had their heart broken, that they could look at my story and say, wait, that's the lady who's encouraging us on YouTube or wherever it is that you see me encouraging you, and say, wow, if she made it through that, so can I. So you can. I want you to be encouraged. So get the book, Don't Give Up, and then listen to another message, all right? I'm here to encourage you. Don't give up. Your identity comes from God. Talk to you soon.